Hey guys, it's BriTV. Today we're back with another video. Today we're doing a story time. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but it's just about a really bad date that I went on like a few days ago. A few weeks ago. And I follow this boy on Instagram. Like, we follow each other, so he might see this, he might not. If you do, I told no lies in this story, so you can't be mad. Like, if it was a bad day, it was a bad day. Do better next time. All right, I got little notes on my phone so I don't miss anything, because I need y'all to know how how this date went, and like, it was ridiculous, truthfully. And honestly, my channel has been growing pretty well. I'm very grateful for that. I'm in love with that. Really, I'm so happy. So I just want to reintroduce myself. My name is Brianna. That's my full name. I'm 19. I work. I'm not in school. This channel is mostly beauty, lifestyle, and spirituality / self-care content. So if you're into that, keep watching. Go check out my other videos. I'm a Gemini. What else? Now let's get into it. So this boy, we're gonna call him Tony. The people in my real life, they gonna think that's funny. But anyway, we're gonna call him Tony. And I went to, he's in college. I met him at a college party because we're the same age. Like, just because I'm not in college doesn't mean I'm not gonna enjoy the college life if I want to. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I met him at a college party. He was cool. He came up to me. He was very respectful. You feel me? Like, you could tell he was raised right. Like, yeah. So we text on Instagram, and then he says he wants to take me out. So I give him my number, and we plan what to do or whatever. So I think originally we planned to go skating for his birthday, but we just didn't end up doing that. We went to an arcade, and then we had dinner after. I'm texting him, and I asked him what age is he turning. I think he told me he just turned 19, and I've been 19, so that means he's younger than me. You know what I'm saying? We the same age, but he's younger than me, and I don't really like that. I don't even like niggas my age. Like, my birthday's in June. If their birthday was in January, they would be older than me, but that's still my age, and I don't like that. I gave him a chance. But I don't even date niggas my age. So to date a nigga younger, like, I'm really giving you a chance. And he blew it real bad. But anyways, so yeah, he was younger than me, and that already threw me off. And I told him, like, oh, I usually don't date niggas younger than me. Like, that's just the truth. He told me people say he's mature for his age. Y'all will see why I'm making that face. So anyway, he drives, that's a plus, and he came and picked me up. He made a joke about my dad, like, coming out there with a gun. I don't know, I didn't think that was funny. But that's besides the point. He told me he had a gift for me, and he bought me flowers. He bought me red roses, and I love flowers. I'm such a flowers ass bitch, like, real shit. I don't want chocolates. I could take a card, but like, flowers, that is my ultimate yes. Like, I love flowers. So he bought me flowers, so I was already like, okay, I see you stepping up, big dog. Like, I thought you was little, but you stepping up, I see. So yeah, and I'm gonna put a picture on the screen when I posted it in my story where he bought me some flowers. We decided we were gonna smoke before the date, and I'm a smoker. I like to smoke. He doesn't really smoke a lot. So, but he wanted to. I didn't coerce him. Don't do me. It wasn't no peer pressure, but he wanted to, so we did, you feel me? And, you know, I rolled up, I lit it, and I hit it once, and he's like, okay, let me hit it. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's just excited, like, because he doesn't really smoke, so like, maybe he's excited, I don't know. But like, I'm telling y'all, I hit it once, and then he's like, let me hit it. So I let him hit it. He hits it twice. He passes it back. I hit it. He's like, okay, let me hit it. What? I just got it. But I let him slide though, because he doesn't smoke like that. And you know, if you smoke, that is not what you're supposed to do. You don't tell someone when it's time to pass it to you, unless they've been holding that bitch for too long. But like I said, I was hitting it once. Like, literally, I'm hitting it once. Enjoy myself. Let me hit that. Let me get it. Pass it to me. Like, doing all that. So he's doing that throughout the whole session, just like, let me hit it, let me hit it. And I was gonna let him hit it because, like, if worse comes to worse, I can smoke later. You feel me? I'm the one with the weed. Like, I can smoke later after the date. So I'm letting him get his little high or whatever he needs. I don't know. As we're sitting in like this smoke spot that I usually go in. It's in a random neighborhood because they don't call the police. They don't bother you if you don't bother them. So you feel me? I just be, you know, over there. And there was this old lady. She was like, I would say she was Middle Eastern. She's walking past. Well, she's about to walk past. Like, yeah, we're sitting in the car. She's about to walk past. And he was like, you should ask her if she wants to hit the J. I'm like, what? A Middle Eastern old lady wants to hit the J with two black people? I'm not saying, like, Middle Easterns are racist. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, like, do you know how that looks? Like, and we're in a suburban neighborhood, like, we're lucky they not calling the police on us right now. And now you want to mess with them? No. It's like, nah, don't do that. Like, leave her alone. Let her enjoy her day. Let her mind her business. Like, what? So then she gets to walking past and he fucking asks her, hey, you want to hit the J? First of all, it's my J. You don't offer my J to anybody unless I say you can. And I said you couldn't. So why did you, Tony? But of course she didn't know what to say. I'm not sure. I don't think English was her first language because, like, it was kind of like broken when she tried to respond, but she didn't say much. Like, I don't even remember what she said. But it was along the lines of no, like, no. And then she kept walking. And I'm like, bro, you probably ruined her whole vibe. Like, it was a nice day out. She's going for a walk, clearing her mind. And then you got two black kids with some smelly smoke coming out their car trying to bother her. Like, that really irritated me. Like, that very much irritated me. Because if I was walking at the park, mind my business, and a whole bunch of boys, like, started catcalling me, just bothering me, messing with me, I would go straight in the house. Like, fuck the walk, I'm going in the house. And I really thought, like, he probably killed her vibe for real. And, like, why are you messing with her, especially after I just told you no? Like I said, he didn't really smoke that much. So I told him, I'm like, if you want me to drive to the arcade, like, I could do that. Don't hate me, but I drive high most of the time. So I'm like, you feel me? I could definitely do that, whatever. And, you know, he trying to act hard about it. He like, nah, I could drive. Why are we driving? Well, he's driving, going like 40 on the highway. Like, the speed limit is 55, sir. You're going way too slow. But I could tell, like, that was the speed he could control himself. So I'm not gonna force him to go faster if he felt like he couldn't control that. But we were in the express lane. Cars are going around us the whole time. Me, I like to drive fast. So maybe that's why I was so bothered by that. But it's like, if you're gonna drive slow, get your ass over. Stay in the right lane. Why are you in the left lane driving slow? Like, don't piss me off. He's in the left lane driving slow. Cars just keep going around us the whole ride. Like, the whole ride. And it was like, I would say a 20-minute drive. I don't know if he noticed. If he did, he didn't give a fuck. So we go to the arcade and he paid. So, you know, he was a real gentleman. Like I said, you could tell he was raised right. Truthfully, I just think he was, like, overcompensating, just doing too much, maybe. Maybe he felt like he had to impress me in some way. I don't know. I wasn't feeling that, so I hope he doesn't do that again. Anyways, so at the arcade, like, we have fun playing games or whatever. But it's like, everything I was saying, he just kept relating it to sex. Like, literally everything I was saying, even if it had nothing to do with that, he somehow found a way to bring up sex or, like, make a sex joke or something like that. And I think I told him, I'm like, you sound like you just want to fuck. He told me that's not what it was. Remember, he said that. Remember, he said he didn't just want to fuck. Like, for example, though, we were they had a little photo booth there, and the the chair was so small. Like, if you are big, it's only one person. Like, we were both, like, we're two skinny ass people, so of course we could fit, but the little seat for the photo booth was very, very little. And he was like, damn, why is it so little? I'm like, probably because they don't want nobody doing something in here. And he was like, we should do something in here. What? I was sitting there like, oh my god. And we're about to take pics, so of course I gotta act happy, act cute, whatever. But I'm just like, nigga, what? Like, you're not funny. That's just a little minor example of when just anything I'm saying, he's trying to bring up sex, like blah blah blah. Anyway, he takes me to a restaurant I've never been to before, so that's a plus. And he paid too, so that's a plus. But he was being so childish in that restaurant and just saying the wrong things, like the completely wrong stuff. He kept being like, when the waiter was helping us, he kept being like, thanks my guy, can we get 2 lemons, my guy, can we da 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 da, like just kept calling him my guy. And the waiter made it a point to tell him my name is Jordan, because he kept saying my guy, my guy, my guy. And if that's just how he talks, I'm not saying that was bad for Tony to be calling the waiter my guy, because like if that's how he talks, whatever. But the waiter made it a point to call him by his name, Jordan, and that was actually the waiter's name. So I hope that's not like disrespectful. But yeah, so whatever, time goes by and I think we need like the box, we need the check. He's like, where's Jake, I'm like, his name's Jordan, his name, like, I'm not laughing at him. I'm like, his name's Jordan. Like, I keep correcting him. We saw Jordan. He was helping another table, like, across the room or whatever. And he's like, Jake. And I'm like, why are you yelling? Like, you're the worst type of customer. I have never been a waitress. Well, I have. I did work in a diner, for real. It's like a fast food diner, so I didn't consider it waitressing. But I had to hold the thing and bring the food to the people. So that's a waitress. And I wish somebody would be calling me by the wrong name, first of all, but trying to order me to their table while they see me helping someone else. Like, I would ignore them on purpose, dead ass. So I honestly think that's what he was doing. And I wasn't mad at it, because you're embarrassing me. Stop doing that. Like, stop calling him Jake. Stop yelling in this restaurant. Wait till he, like, that's not how you signal a waiter. If you really need to signal a waiter, you raise your hand like you got a question. Like, you feel me? You do a little, but you don't be calling their name. Like, no, I didn't like that at all. That was not funny to me. It was very embarrassing, actually. I forgot to say, he was already throwing me off before we even went to the arcade, because on the date just started. This is our first time like hanging out in person, and he asked me my body count before we even get to the arcade. I was like, is that any of your business? And it's not. And especially because you're not my nigga. Like, if you were my boyfriend, maybe I would let you know, maybe. But for this to be our first date and we haven't even got to the destination yet and you're already asking me my body count, 50, 80, 90, 100. To you, that's what I'm gonna say, since you want to be so nosy. But yeah, I don't like that. That just already showed me what type of guy he was by asking me. Like, I just feel like if you ask girls their body count, especially if your body count is high and you're worried about the next bitch, be for real, please. Like please. Anyways, also throughout the day he kept saying like that I'm crazy. Like, he kept calling me crazy when I was telling him stories or whatever, and then saying that his friends always say that he's crazy, like just referring to himself as crazy, saying he likes crazy girls. And I don't like that either, because like, be for real, like grow the fuck up. I feel like we're too old to be wanting a toxic relationship. Like, seriously, if you're not ready to commit to someone, fully commit and be ready to grow with them, stay fucking single. Then you don't have to worry about any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you want a crazy girl? Like, if you need a bitch to be crazy about you, you're insecure. I feel that's very insecure. And I'm not saying crazy about you like, oh, I'm crazy about him, like, you know, but like crazy for you, like you're making me crazy. That's not good, and that's not what I'm looking for. But he kept saying like he liked a crazy girl. No, I don't like that. So fast forward again, during the dinner, I asked him like what was his love language, because it's definitely important to know your spouse's love language or your significant other, because like he's definitely not my fucking spouse. He's not even my significant other, but like, you know, to keep it simple, it's definitely important to know their love language so you know how they receive love, you know. Because my love language, my top one is gifts of affirmation. Is that what it's called? Yeah, gifts of affirmation. Gift giving, I think. Whatever. That's my top one. But like his could be quality time. So just us spending time together could be making him feel loved. But I'm like, you never do nothing for me. Like you don't go to the store and get my favorite candy, show me you're thinking about me. You don't give me flowers because you know it'll make me happy. Like that's kind of, gift giving is very complex, but that's some basic stuff. So I'm gonna start feeling like I'm not loved when really he's loving me in his own way, you know, and vice versa. So it's important to know your other person's love language. That's the point. So I ask him. He tells me he likes deep talks. That's not one of the love language, but that's like quality time. You feel me? So I was like, okay, yeah, like deep talks. I like to have deep talks too. I like to be emotionally connected with people. I really do. Friends, family, relationships. It's important to me to be emotionally connected. So I was like, okay, I like that. Then he was like, yeah, me and my ex used to have deep talks all the time. Why are you talking about your ex on a date with the bitch that looked like me? Like, what are you doing? Like, no. So that was just the beginning. Every time we was talking, well, not every time, but like too many times, when we were talking, he's referring to his ex or his old relationship or da 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 da. So I told him, I was like, it seems like you're not really over her. Like, it seems like, you know, you still love her. He says, yeah, I still love her, but we just didn't work out. We had a communication issue, da 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 da. So I'm sitting there like, you still love her? What? Why are you on a date with me then? Like, heal yourself. Why are you trying to waste my time? But after he realized that I didn't say anything after he said that, he was like, oh, wait. No, I don't love my ex. I was just, you know, like, I was just stuttering and shit. And I still didn't respond to him because I'm like, nigga, you said what you said. You said what you said. And I know I asked him, but I asked him because you keep bringing this bitch up. She didn't do nothing to me. You keep bringing this woman up. So that's why I asked you. You could have lied. Like, literally, you could have lied. You're on a date. You're on a date, like, for real. Whatever. We get the check. We leave. And I want to smoke again. The fuck? Because I smoke. And if you know, you know. Like, you smoke before and after you eat. Like, it is what it is. So, we smoke again. And his girl best friend is calling his phone. She called his phone, I think, twice the whole date. So like once when we were going to the restaurant, I think, and he was telling her like, I'm on a date, da 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 da, I won't be home until tonight. She wanted him to go to the store for her, and she's like, I'm really hungry. I'm just so hungry. Like, please, I'm so hungry. Like, literally, that's how she sounded. And when she called, he told her that he was on a date. She was quiet. Like, she wasn't saying anything. And he's like, what do you need? What? What do you need? What do you need? What? What do you need? Like, she's silent. Like, she's not saying shit. I'm like, girl, I'm not ready to cuss you out. This is not my man. Especially even if it was. If y'all been ace boom coons since back in the day, who am I? You feel me? Who am I to be like, don't call his phone? Like, no. Call his phone. Just like you would normally do. That was like, the first time she called was like during the day. And then she called again at dinner time. It was like 10. It was after we got back from dinner and we're smoking. She calls again. Again, he's like, oh, I'm still with her. Give me 2 hours. And she's like, I'm just so hungry. Like, bestie, please. And he's like, give me 2 hours. Like, I told you I'm on a date and I wasn't going to be home till later tonight. And she's like, but can you please go to the store for me? Like, da 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 da. And meanwhile, he said, give him 2 hours. I think, oh, we're about to smoke. We're about to talk. Like, he just wants to, you know, enjoy some time with me or whatever. So we're smoking. Literally right after I put the J out, he immediately kisses me. Like, passionately, on the lips, kissing me, feeling on me. And it was a good kiss. I'm not gonna lie. I like a little passionate, touchy kiss. I do. But he's kissing me, I'm kissing back. He pulls away, he's like, do you want to have sex? What? First of all, It's nothing wrong with having sex on the first date if that's your prerogative. You feel me? There's nothing wrong with that. You're not a slut. You're not a whore. You're not easy. You have bodily autonomy just like the nigga does. You feel me? So let's get that straight. But nigga, this is my first time talking to you. Like, what? And earlier when he was making all them sex jokes, I literally told him, like, it sounds like you just want to fuck. He told me that's not what it was. So then why are you asking me? Yeah, he asked me and I was like, no. And it's crazy though, because when we was kissing and like smoking and stuff, I took my shoes off. I had my purse on the ground. I'm chilling, like I'm vibing. I'm thinking we're finally gonna like have a deep talk that he supposedly loves. But I guess I'm not his ex, so he didn't want to do that with me. But anyways, I'm just saying. But yeah, so I'm comfortable. And then when he did that, I straight put my shoes on, picked my purse up, just in case he thought he was ready to get aggressive. You feel me? Just in case he thought. Y'all see this? It's just a sign. No. Yeah. Just in case he thought he was gonna get aggressive, I had to pick my purse up and put my shoes on. You feel me? So after that, like, he asked me, I say no. He's like, what, you on your period? Like, he getting an attitude. Like, what? I was like, no, I just don't want to. Like, no is no, boy. Even if I am, if I'm not, if I shaved, if I didn't, no is no. Like, that's just what I don't care what the reason could have been. That's what I'm saying. Like, the fuck? So anyway, after I tell him no, he asked about my period. I tell him no, I just don't want to. He's like, okay, well, I'm ready to go in. What? I thought you just told your best friend 2 hours. Now it's 15 minutes? It can't be no longer than 20 minutes after he got off his phone with his best friend saying give him 2 hours. He's going home already in the next 20 minutes because I said no. So that just means he was definitely planning on trying to have sex that night, even though he was telling me all day that that's not what he wanted and all that. And then when I said no, he got mad and then went home immediately. Like, oh, okay, like next time I won't fuck with you, like real shit. And you know, we both go home and I give him to straight. I don't do that sugarcoating. Like, if I don't like you, I don't like you. And I told him I didn't like him because he's fucking childish. Like, and it's clear as day that he's childish. Like, I didn't like that. And he was saying how, yeah, he knows he's a little childish. Everybody got something they gotta work on. So you just admitted that you know you're childish. So before the date, when I told you I don't usually date men younger than me because they're childish, and you all like, people say I'm mature for my age, you fucking lied. So now you're childish and you're a liar. So yeah, I told him like, we don't have to communicate at all because like I wasn't looking for friends. So I didn't want to be his friend. Like, that's not what I was looking for. And how he is, it just didn't align with what I was looking for, and that's okay. He can find someone else. There's millions of bitches in the world. Like, you feel me? So I just I told him that, and he was like, if you need me, you can just text me, da-da-da-da. I just liked his message, gave him the thumbs up, because I'm never gonna need you. One, we're not friends. Like, why would I need you? We hung out once, literally once, like you just met me. Why would I need you? You know what I'm saying? So whatever. Then he said, can we at least still be cool? And I didn't respond because no, I just said we couldn't. You're childish as shit. Like, and I don't want to fuck with you at all as anything. That's what I already said. Maybe it's his fucking age. This is why I do not fuck with young ass niggas, even though we're the same age. But he's young, I promise you. He had to be like, what, 3 months younger than me, and I don't give a fuck. He's acting like a little ass kid. Yeah, that was the story time. I really don't know what I'm gonna call it. I was gonna call it a date from hell, but he's not a bad kid. Like, I can tell he's not a bad kid. He definitely was raised right, and him wanting to still be cool and check up on me, like, that just shows I don't know what type of person he is for real. But I talked to my sister about it. She was telling me niggas just do that when they still are trying to fuck with you, like trying to fuck, like. So I still didn't respond, but yeah, I really think he's a cool kid. And he told me like he only asked me to have, like, he wasn't planning on having sex, like he'd been saying the whole day, but he ended up asking me because we smoked and he was feeling like hornier than usual. So I was like, okay, I guess. But either way, he still got mad when I said no, and then he still went home immediately after I said no. Like, if that wasn't what you was planning on doing, why did you tell your best friend give you 2 hours and then you just go home 20 minutes later? Like, you feel me? Like, it was still weird. So I don't know what I'm gonna call this, but thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. It really helps. It takes 1 second, literally. And if you enjoyed me, subscribe. Make sure you watch my other videos. You can follow me on any other social medias if you want to get to know me, because that's what I be doing. If I see a new YouTuber, I stalk. I need to see what you about. You feel me? So yeah, social medias. Talking too fast. Social medias down below. Thank you for watching again, and I love y'all. I always will. And to my new subscribers, welcome. I'm very happy you're here. And to my ones that's been subscribed, you know I fuck with you heavy. Okay, bye.